Today I've got something really fun. I have this thrifted frame, but it's it's a big frame, right? But so you can put a picture in it, but I'm gonna do something fun. I'm gonna decoupage something in there. And so let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take off the glass. All right, so I'm gonna be using this paper is from the ITD collection, and it's one of these little bunnies. It comes in a set, okay, like this. And so I decided, I had a hard time trying to decide, but I decided I'm gonna just go with this one. I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm just going to cut this little part off. Where I creased it is just gonna be where it's gonna show. But I'm gonna decoupage on the whole piece of glass, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna be taking Paint Couture, the decoupage medium in matte. All right, just do it like this. Uh-oh. So this is like a reverse decoupage. Actually, I'm gonna be doing it on the back side of the glass. All right, so I'm gonna get my glass. Make sure. Okay. All right, now we're going to set this off and let it dry. Okay, and we're going to move on to our frame. Okay, now I'm just gonna give it a little, just prime it a little bit before we move on. This is a Paint Couture paintbrush, by the way, and I love it. They're my favorite brushes. So this is the 2-inch, and I was just using the 1-inch earlier. They're really nice. All right, so I'm just gonna add this on here. Just twist it around this way. Most part, I'm just gonna let this dry, and I'll be back in just a little bit and we'll do something to the other part, okay? Yeah. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna take some embossing medium, and I've got this little stencil. This was a Prima stencil. But anyway, so I'm going to, let's see, I've got a little palette knife here, and I'm gonna just use this to randomly put on some embossing medium. Okay. Just gonna hold it down. Normally I'll, kind of spray it if I'm gonna stencil something, the whole thing, but I'm gonna be moving it around, so I'm just gonna scrape some on. I'm just gonna randomly do it. so pretty. So when that dries, it's gonna be so pretty. Go ahead and give it a coat of purely white on this part, okay? Stir this up just a little bit. I've got my 2-inch brush here. So I'm just gonna go over it. I'm gonna end up probably putting another coat of the shell stone on here as well. Okay, now here is our glass with our decoupage piece. It's already dry. Now these rice papers are a little bit, can you see my hand? See my hand through there? Let's paint the back of it. Okay, so the back of it is just gonna make it a little bit more opaque, so it'll be, it'll just be more dense, okay? So now I'm just going to seal the frame with the Paint Couture top coat, and I just use the flat finish here. I love these top coats because they self-level as well, like the paint. So I'm just covering the whole entire frame. Now to the good stuff. All right, so now I'm gonna brush on some of the light brown sugar glaze. I love this color. It's not too dark, it's not too light, and it really, I thought, matched the tan tones in the paper there. So working in sections, I'm just using an artist brush and just brushing it right over the detail there. Look how it really makes that stand out now. I love this. You have a good bit of time with this glaze as far as wiping it back. It doesn't dry too quickly, so I'm using a wet cheesecloth and just dabbing it back. As I said, I do work in sections, and I just start off lightly rubbing it back. You can rub off as much as you'd like, and if you rub off too much, you can just add more and repeat the process. I'm not using a heavy hand here. I just, when I'm wiping it back with the cheesecloth, I'm really just lightly rubbing it and letting the cheesecloth do most of the work. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. I so enjoyed using these awesome products, and if you would like to see more videos, you can follow me at Weathered Wings Art.